work really hard every single day, chasing our dreams. So winning a big league like the NPA would just kind of show all the hard work we've put in, and it'd be really special, this group of guys.
Can demonstrate for ourselves that we are that good to win this league.
Winning this would open doors for the rest of my teammates and, hopefully get them to the next level.
We dedicate our lives to this. NPA would really just display everything that we do on a daily basis.
It'd be a big moment for us, especially as a new program. It'd put us on the map.
I think winning the title will be a great accomplishment for us. Our kids have gone through a lot of growing pains over the last 2 years. Our coaches as well. And winning the title in their last year would be a great accomplishment. Now it's time to really show and win and get a title.
The NPA title, it means a lot. Show that me and all my teammates, our hard work throughout the year just paid off. And, just feel nice to hold that trophy at the end of the season.
Yeah, the competition level is pretty good, it's high. And it mean a lot, Royal Crown were very big on winning, so yeah, it would mean a lot to win.
I mean, winning in general is fun, so it means a lot when you're catching dubs. It's a lot better than losing. So every win means something.
It'd be nice for sure. We got off to a rough start, but I know we're better than that. I know we can show everybody what we're about.
To win a championship, it takes a lot. It takes a village to win a championship. So for us to win it again, that'll mean so much to the school, the coaches, the players, because it's something that nobody can take away from me.
We'll see, y'all. That's all I gotta say. Best of luck to everyone. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see when you guys.
And now, for your semi-final game, introducing your third seed, Royal Crown Alliance.
I was watching it before I got here. Did you see the Laren goal?
All right, so one team has already punched their ticket to the national title game. That was Fort Erie Red just over about 30 minutes ago, DJ. Now we got whoever else will get there with him. It is
who's going to be joining them.
Who's going to be joining them, exactly. Polaris Prep versus Royal Crown, two teams here, Southern Ontario teams, right? Battling it out. A lot of interesting prospects, too, which has the scouts here from colleges in the States, colleges here. And that's why it is all important regardless of if they make it to the national title game. It's making a name for yourself.
Absolutely, and this is a great platform, great, showcase event here. It's going to allow these players to really show these college coaches, these scouts, what they can do and why they should be, added to their programs.
I'll ask you this question. Who do you think is the X factor in this game?
Ooh.
Could be from either side. You could pick.
You know what? I'll go with Polaris to start. And I'm going to look at a guy like Lama. I really feel like Lama's going to have to make shots. We know Cummings is a scorer. We know what Pangdanis could do. But Lama's that other guard, that first swing man, I guess you can say, that's got to make shots, got to make those timely cuts. And if he could produce a little bit more than he usually does offensively, it's going to help Polaris Prep kind of put themselves in position to get a dub here.
Sean Blake gets the block on Anderson Cummins there. Austin Good hit the three to start things out for Royal Crown. Here's Good again.
And, right on cue for Royal Crown, Good is one of those guys. He was a big key piece to their win yesterday against Fort Erie White. Brings toughness, versatility, a guy that can score the ball a little bit. Obviously great going downhill, but really excited to see how he follows up yesterday's big performance and the solid performance yesterday with this matchup here.
3 ball goes for Dominic Pangonis, headed to Wyoming. Here's Peter Bendelge, way off on that one. And the point guard for Polaris, Anderson Cummins.
Great point guard matchup here. We got Sean Blake, Anderson Cummings. On one end, you got a great kind of heady, steady point guard, athletic, picks his moments, but when it's time to step up and make big plays, Sean Blake can do that. And on the other side, Anderson Cummings, very aggressive scoring guard, athletic, can jump out of the gym. Fun matchup we got in front of us here.
It's a blocking foul on Dominic Pangonis. Sean Blake draws that one. It was Deshae Wright on the other end knocking down the shot for Polaris. I'll tell you what, man, Deshae Wright can jump out of the gym.
Jump out of the gym.
Incredible athlete.
Elite level athleticism. Watch out if he's coming and charging down that paint, You don't want to end up on a poster.
Yep. Polaris pushing it, Pangonis. And that'll be a foul call on Royal Crown. One thing we noticed in that Fort Erie versus CSJV game was the size of Fort Erie really played a factor, the length on the perimeter. And when you look at either one of these teams, which one do you think matches up better against Fort Erie?
Ooh. You know what? I'll go with Polaris.
Polaris, okay.
Prep. They got the forwards to match up with them, Kind of a smaller guard rotation. Cummings, they got Pangdanis. And then a few guys off of their bench, will get some time. But they got the forwards, and I think that size, that extra size is really going to help them match up against a team like that. But I also don't want to count out a team like Royal Crown. They got guys that could guard and play multiple positions.
Right.
So it would be intriguing, but my money to match up better with would have to be Polaris Prep.
It's a good pick, and right now Polaris with an 8-3 lead as Anderson Cummins hit that three. Here's Hazley trying to answer back.
Great answer.
Justice Hazley makes it 8-6.
And Sean Blake creating just a great creator, somebody that can create for himself, but also for his teammate.
Pangonis kick out. That's a 3 ball. For Cameron Brennan. Big man who can stretch the floor. Also really important when you think about dealing with that size and length of Fort Erie.
Yep, and it's a premium. You know, college coaches across the levels love a stretch big that can shoot it, pass it, and also finish and score on the inside.
Shea Wright. A little bit too much sauce on that one. Out of bounds, Royal Crown gets it back. I was having a conversation pregame about Royal Crown and their coaching. And, you know, head coach Mike DiGiorgio, the entire coaching staff. Someone had argued to me that they have the best coaching staff in the NPA. And that gives them the big advantage here when it comes to devising a game plan, matching up, drawing up plays. They know exactly what to do in a lot of these moments. And that's one of their biggest advantages on top of the talent that they have.
Absolutely, and this coach, you know, this coaching staff is going to have their team prepared, you know, have them focused and ready to play every night.
Sean Blake attacks, gets inside. That's no good. A lot of contact on that one. Shea Wright brings it up. Nice kickoff. And the dunk for Brennan.
Big time finish. And Cummings with the steal.
And so Polaris looking to add to their lead, and that's no good to Shea Wright. 3 ball. No good. Rebound by Blake. And pretty big dunk there from Cameron Brennan. He can get up the 7-footer. Austin Good.
Great push.
That's good.
Great push. Austin Good. That's good. I see what you did there. I like it.
You know. Cummins, great defense by Blake. Nice backdoor cut and beautiful find by Anderson Cummins, who is taking control of this game early, dictating the tempo, playing great defense. This is the matchup to watch right now. Cummins versus Sean Blake, two guys who can, or excuse me, actually, they're about to get switched on to each other. That's going to be, I believe it's an offensive foul, illegal screen. That is an illegal screen on Royal Crown. Checking in for Royal Crown is Javion Tyndale, another guard who can really, like their guard rotation is just a bunch of scoring, a lot of versatility. Tyndale.
Solid guard rotation for this team. You know, Tyndale is going to have to do a really great job. You know, he's going to spend some time checking Anderson Cummings, and he's really going to have to pick up full court and not give him anything easy.
Shea Wright.
Good
nice
bounce pass. Evan steal.
No good there. Wright battling for it. Tons of contact. And it'll be 2 shots for Tyson Lama. 15-9 early in this one. Polaris is up. They've dictated the tempo so far. 4:20 left in the first quarter. Anderson Cummins really setting the tempo here for Polaris. And Royal Crown, you can trust that they'll figure out something throughout this game that'll work for them. Both free throws good for Lama. And they're trapping very quickly. Tyndale, they break the trap, and that was easy. A little, you remember the Staples thing, the little that was easy button?
That was easy. Tap it right there.
Lama attacks the closeout inside, and he finishes.
Great attack.
So 19-12, and by the way, there are a lot of Polaris fans here right now. Parents, fans, scouts, whatever you want to call them, they are here and they are loud. Sean Blake, no good. Polaris is a little bit closer, you know, Burlington, Ontario. The fade, no good. Blake gets inside,
Just a great
finishes
downhill
lefty.
attacker. Puts so much pressure on that Polaris Prep defense. You know, once you let him get ahead of steam going downhill, it's going to be really hard to stop him.
That was Cairo Perry with the tip in. And so we're looking at a couple of different defensive strategies from both of these teams right now, switching between a zone, going man-to-man for a couple of possessions, and a few substitutions. You'd mentioned to me for Polaris, number 12.
I believe it's Malachi Scott. Yeah, Malachi Scott, 6'9", class of 2025 forward, joining Polaris Prep this weekend.
So a younger player getting some run here in the semifinals. Tyndale, good, pump, gets inside, floater no good, Perry with the tip in no good, and he will go to the free throw line.
You know, Polaris Prep has the big bodies, but
yeah,
Royal Crown, their forwards are very, very athletic, so you got to watch out and really got to find a body underneath the basket to box out, because if you don't, they'll get second and third opportunities.
Absolutely. 2 shots coming for Cairo Perry. Good on the first one. A lot of athletes on both sides. You can tell both teams like to run. As Perry knocks down both, 19-16 now, 2:39 left in this first quarter. Quick foul for Tyndale. So you're looking at Royal Crown setting up their full court press here. Tyndale pressuring the ball. Cummins curling to the basket and inside, and a travel call, actually.
We're going to give the refs a pass on this one.
It's a hard thing, the world of officiating, man. Hard to do. Tyndale, post entry to Good, thinking about it. The fader, Austin Good, and he gets the bucket to go. That's 6 in this game already for Austin Good. Wearing the Mambas, those are fire shoes.
Yep.
It's going to be an offensive foul on Ewan Steele. Illegal screen there. Now, Javion Tyndale is listed at 5'8". To have that ability at this age to still create a bucket for yourself, really impressive, especially at his size. Tyndale here, going to the basket, inside, gets blocked. That speed and quickness from Javion Tyndale. Here's Justice Hazley. Going to right. That's a tough shot. Ewan Steele, fast break opportunity. Easy one. Polaris back up 3. 1:22 left in this one. Thank you for tuning into NPA basketball. These are the semifinals here. We already know Fort Erie is headed to the national title game, and it's going to be between one of these two teams that's going to meet them there. Foul call on Steele. That's going to be 5 on Polaris, so Good will go to the line for 2. First one good. Ball deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Polaris ball, a minute left. It's been back and forth in this one. Both teams have gotten what they've wanted to offensively for the most part.
And this is the type of game it's going to be, very back and forth. High intensity, energy, pace.
Yep. What you would expect out of a 2 seed versus a 3 seed, folks.
And the ball's popping around the perimeter.
Cummins, pick and roll here, trying to fight through traffic and gets the foul call. Looks like he got dinged in the face too. Anderson Cummins should be all right, but he will go to the line for 2. Justice Hazley talking it over with the officials. He wants to just clarify.
Definitely wants to understand where the foul call was coming from on that play.
Cummins, good on the first.
It's March. A lot of people are going to be complaining about officiating. We got March Madness going on.
Got some
Nationals.
March Madness here too, you know.
And it's March, baby.
It is.
Deshae Wright, second opportunity, no good. Javion Tyndall with the rebound. Under a minute now left to go.
Go for the 2 for 1. Tyndale, oh, and
good
a nice
move.
Step back move. Can't finish though. That would have been pretty. So can't convert on the 2 for 1. Sigma seeing if he can maybe get the last shot here for Polaris. A nice move, Sigma. Cummins, the 3-point shot.
Short.
That's short. Good defense by Cairo Perry. Perry, transition, lets it fly, and he gets it to go! Cairo Perry ties it up with the buzzer beater, Royal
And you know
Crown.
what, S? Big time players make big time plays.
That's why it's March, baby. That's why it's March. Awesome first quarter of action here for the semifinals. 22-22 after that ridiculous shot from Cairo Perry. We'll be back for more NPA action.
Kanske var det meningen att jag skulle fastna här ikväll. Måste ut, måste bort, ta mig härifrån. När du såg mig under ljuset du startade en eld i mig och visade en väg ut. Lämnar över all kontroll, jag gillar hur du rör mig nu. Flyter vi något som jag drömde om och sagt förut. Vill inte höra maybe, baby, det är dags att ta beslut. Yes, sweet like candy, så tacksam att du fann.
We're back here, folks, all tied up after 1 quarter and after a buzzer beater for Cairo Perry, who hit a nice shot, a pull-up shot too, to tie this one up. It's been back and forth. Polaris did start out well, but Royal Crown answered back as I expected. Not to toot my own horn a little bit, but it's going to be a good one. Lots of good guard play in this one. Declan Cutler inside, the post hook, no good. Sigma. That's Cyrus Hassan. Deshae Wright, the corner 3, no good. Hazley, the rebound and push. into traffic. Hazley inside, and that's nice. Sigma. Nice move, but can't get it to go. Hazley again in transition. Hazley now with the left. No good.
Great
Cutler,
tip.
the finish.
Declan Cutler, 6'10 forward, offers from Eastern Michigan, interest from UTA, South Dakota, Seattle.
Funny enough, Eastern Michigan is here right now.
Eastern Michigan in the building today.
Scouts here watching. Can tell you right now there's a lot of scouts in here. Austin Good inside, trying to get inside, and that might be, they're letting them play. I like it. I like it. Right, Pangonis, the 3-ball. That's no good. And the finish there by Malachi Scott. 26-24. Royal Crown now has their first lead of the game. Sean Blake, the hook shot. It'll be 2 shots for Blake. So crafty, Sean Blake,
crafty.
right? He can create his own shot very easily.
And, you know, he likes to go right and then spin back middle or spin back to that right hand and get, you know, a floater going or straight to the rim.
Sean Blake headed to Vermont next year.
Big pickup for them. You know, you're getting a high-level point guard. Somebody.
You ever been to Vermont?
Never been to Vermont myself.
I've heard
no.
it's beautiful.
I got to get out there.
I've never been. I wish. I've heard the mountains, you know. Vermont. You know where they got the name from?
Where?
Ver is green.
Okay.
Mont is mountain, right? Green Mountain.
Okay.
You learn something new,
You learn
folks.
something new every day on the broadcast.
Deshae Wright. Polaris. Shea Wright with the 3. No
Short.
good. Anderson Cummins. There's Lama, kicks it back out to Cummins, and that one's no good. Brennan gets that poked out by Austin Good. Great defense there. Royal Crown pushing. Blake all the way, no good, but Cutler tips it in once again.
Great take to the rim, though. Was able to draw the defenders, which left Cutler open for that tip back.
Cameron Brennan inside against Cutler. Brennan looking, fading. Tough shot there from Cameron Brennan. Hazley pushing. That's Isaiah Headley Smith checking into the game. Cutler to Good, the corner 3, no good. You like the aggression from Austin Good. He's got his shots up here early.
Absolutely, you know, just, you know, inserting himself, not being passive at all, inserting himself into this ball game.
Yep. According to our sheet here, no offers on the table or interest right now from Austin Good, but I'm sure, you know, he's had a really impressive tournament.
Absolutely.
And if he keeps adding to that. And so it's going to be a timeout for Polaris. They want to talk things over because Royal Crown has chipped away at this lead and taken over. We'll be back for more action here at the NPA. Welcome back, folks. Semifinals action here between Polaris and Royal Crown here at the beautiful Ridley College. And Royal Crown up 2. It was all tied up after 1. They've sort of established themselves here in this second quarter. 6:20 left. Blake splits the double, gets inside, kicks out. Headley Smith for 3, no good. That's going to be a loose ball foul on Lama. So Royal Crown gets possession back, 14 on the clock. And they run America's play. America's play, Headley Smith for 3. Got a little tidbit about America's play. That is, if you've watched the JJ Redick LeBron James podcast, first episode came out, they actually broke down America's play, which is, it's one of the very more common inbound, baseline out of bounds plays. It's pretty much like an action to get a shooter open. And hey, Royal Crown did their job to do that.
And, you know, that podcast is great for basketball. You know,
amazing.
Basketball junkies that just love to.
I mean, you got LeBron doing a podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We never used to have access to, you know, these NBA players like we do now. So
absolutely,
very interesting to see. Some discussion going on about shot clock situation.
Yeah. So there was a tip. It did hit rim, so it should be 14 on the clock, especially because actually 11 on the clock now. That's what they've decided. Cutler. Top of the key, looking for the cutter Bendel. Peter Bendel. Finds Cutler. Nice pass, but and it looks like Lama is getting into it with Declan Cutler. Little friendly competition there for what it's worth.
Great play there, though, you know, just, you know, superb timing.
Yeah. Good anticipation. He almost got the block. Misses the first free throw.
What his AI would say, ball don't lie.
See if he can convert on the second one. Cutler, no good on both. So maybe a good foul there. Cummins. Missed Pangonis backdoor. Dribble handoff. Couple of them. Here's Lama. Pulls up for 3. No good. Brennan the rebound and the tip-in. Cameron Brennan's size on that back line. Such a presence for Polaris. Sean Blake tries to barrel his way through. No call on that one. Cummins to Lama. Pangonis back to Lama. They're looking for Brennan on the inside. They find Deshae Wright, who takes it. All tied up. I believe they are looking for a stack pick and roll. They run it. Spain inside. That's a wild finish by
Falling to the ground. He was able to finish that one.
He's had a couple of wild finishes in this one. And so there's going to be a couple of substitutions here for both sides, actually just for Royal Crown. Hey, we got a sweeper. Look at this.
Look at this. NPA, man. We got everybody.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for the hospitality of Ridley College. They've been so kind. Again, like a really nice facility if you never got the chance, folks.
If you had to ballpark it. How much?
Man.
How much to create,
it wouldn't be fair for me to answer because I know the answer. But let me just say this. If I was a parent and I had the moolah, I would this is the place
Definitely
I'm going.
looking at Ridley
Yeah,
College.
Definitely trying to look at Ridley College.
There's some free promo for Ridley. Talk to me.
All right, so it's 30-28. Cummins going to the free throw line for 2.
Seems to be some confusion
Yeah.
from the Royal Crown coach. Doesn't quite understand why, Polaris has a shooter at the line right now.
I'm also confused for what it's worth. Because I didn't see a shooting foul there.
Possibly an away from the play foul, something like that.
Yeah.
Delay a game.
Austin Good. Tons of contact, no call though. Peter Bendel. Pick and roll. Bendel getting inside, nice dump off, and Perry. Perry very crafty in that dunker spot.
Yep, went for the reverse on that play, just kind of short-armed it a little bit.
Yep.
But it's gonna stay on this side of the court with Royal Crown.
And they ran America's play again, by the way. Peter Bendel. Shot clock winding down. Bendel, he's got to hoist it up.
Deshae Wright being disruptive.
Great defense by Deshae Wright.
And that just speaks to the length and the lateral quicks. Deshae Wright moving his feet, keeping his defender in front of him, the offensive guy in front of him, and came up with a big stop on that play.
Couple of teams interested in Deshae Wright. Should be interesting to see where he decides to ultimately go, the 2024 product. Cummins splits the defense, gets inside, and that's blocked by Cheng. Pushing, Hazley gets in the middle. Hazley dump off to Cheng, and he'll go to the free throw line. Still back and forth, still extremely close, but Polaris gets its 4th foul of the quarter, one more, and Royal Crown is in the bonus. Danny Chang also has a couple of offers from Lincoln Memorial, UIC, High Point. And that's got to be something. That's got to be something, because he touched it while it was on the rim. It is FIBA, though. We are doing FIBA basketball. And so the refs are trying to discuss and see.
And some of the parents in the stands not happy about that one.
Of course, yeah. A lot of chatter amongst the crowd. Let's see what it'll be. And it seems as though even the officials are sort of split on this. Royal Crown obviously wants it to be basket interference. And I guess it won't be. So it'll just be Polaris ball. (29-32). Shea Wright. Cummins, the 3. No good. Austin Good, the rebound. Peter Bendel pushing in transition. Tyndale thinks about it. Bendel attacks and a block. What a block by Cameron Brennan. Pangonis inside, right, hook shot. Nice finish by Deshae Wright. 32-31. 3 minutes left. It has been about as highly contested as you could expect, folks. Bendel takes the three. No good on that one. Pangonis, Brennan. Off of a couple pin downs is Cummins. Here's the Shea Wright. Back to Sigma. It's going to be sideline out of bounds. The foul call on Tyndale. 32-31 for Royal Crown. Sean Blake checking back into the game for Peter Bendel. Bendel also has some interest, some D1 interest. LaSalle, VSU, Gardner-Webb, Bowling Green, and Cummins gets it to go. Cummins himself with a couple of interests as well. UAB, LIU, SFA, UMass Lowell. A lot of great talent here in the NPA. Here's Chang, gets it to go as well. Danny Chang gives Royal Crown the lead once again, back and forth. 2 minutes left in the first half. Cummins splits, gets inside, beautiful ball movement, Sigma, and he converts.
And Sigma's kind of that old reliable for Polaris Prep, just always comes in, makes timely plays, hits timely shots, and we've seen it right there on cue.
Sean Blake, nice little hesitation
Probing,
move.
finding.
Justice Hazley, he thinks about it. Tyndale, the deep three.
And he answers.
Javion Tyndale answers back and gives Royal Crown the lead.
Shout out Mississauga City on that one.
Shea Wright. Jalen Sigma, Cummins the three, and he gets it to go. And so after a couple of made buckets, Royal Crown wants to talk it over. Polaris up 2 with 1:10 left in the first half. We'll be back for more NPA action.
Shot goes up.
We're back, folks. Royal Crown down 2 and wanted to talk it over. A couple of big buckets from Polaris. Anderson Cummins answering with a couple of threes. Jalen Sikema also hitting a couple of threes. And here is where we kind of see how Royal Crown will answer, right? Polaris has figured things out offensively. Up 2, 1:10 left. Folks, it's been a great game. And the winner of this one heads to the national championship game against Fort Erie Red. Fort Erie Red handled CSJV earlier today. Sean Blake. Blake looking. Chang the three. He gets it to go. Danny Chang knocks down the three, so showing off some of that versatility, and he gives Royal Crown the lead back. Now you're looking at a 2-3 zone for Royal Crown.
Yup, active hands here.
Teams tend to do this out of timeouts because they know there's a preset play.
Absolutely, just to throw them off, give them a different look.
Yeah.
Disrupt that rhythm a little bit.
And Polaris gets the lead again. 26 seconds left in this one. Hazley gets inside, tons of contact, no continuation. It'll be, and it looks like it's gonna be bonus because that would be the 5th for Polaris. and that'll be free throws for Justice Hazley. So 4 lead changes in the last 2 minutes.
Yep.
Which is just, it's crazy.
It's crazy, and it just speaks to the type of competition we have out on the floor right now. You know,
Absolutely.
both teams going back and forth. They both want it. They both want that championship. They want a chance. They want a shot at it. And these guys are battling. They're playing real hard now. 21.2 seconds left to go in this one. What do you think Polaris should look to do on this final attempt? Who do you think they should go to?
It's tough. I think they could draw something up for Cummings or Pangonis. You know, maybe a pin down to try to set up an open shot for Pangonis, and you see him kind of prepping there on the side.
Yep.
If Cummins can create an advantage.
I love this action they run.
So
great steal.
That's an incredible anticipation by Sean Blake.
And just as I was saying, I love that action they run. I seen what was developing there. It was going to be Sigma in the corner, and he usually hits that 3-ball. Sean Blake blew up that play.
And so it'll be a timeout here, 3.8 left. They want to draw up something for the final possession of the first half. We will be back, folks, for more NPA action.
Kanske var det meningen att jag skulle fastna här ikväll. Måste ut, måste bort, ta mig härifrån. När du såg mig under ljusen du startade en eld i mig och visade en väg ut. Lämnar över all kontroll, jag gillar hur du rör mig nu. Flyter vi något som jag drömde om och sagt förut. Vill inte höra maybe, baby, det är dags att ta beslut. Yes, we like it, är så tacksam att du fann mig. Mitt hjärta håller space med dig. Jag behöver inget annat så länge vi tillsammans. Mitt hjärta.
All right, let's see what they draw up for this final play. Polaris down 1, 3.8 seconds left. We saw a buzzer beater for Cairo Perry already, and Pangonis inside.
Great action.
And that's it, folks. Almost, but not good enough. 42-41 for Royal Crown. As they take over in that second quarter, it has still been back and forth throughout. An incredible game. Should be a good second half as well. Me and DJ will be back for the second half after these messages.
Kanske var det meningen att jag skulle fastna här ikväll. Måste ut, måste bort, ta mig härifrån. När du såg mig under ljusen du startade en eld i mig och visade en väg ut. Lämnar över all kontroll, jag gillar hur du rör mig nu. Flyter vi något som jag drömde om och sagt förut. Vill inte höra
my exposure looking a little higher.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 3 shots. 3 shots. Ooh. Ooh. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more opportunities. I like it, I like it. Get yourself some wings, some wings. Here we go. Ooh. you might get some wings. Here you go. And don't forget the hot sauce. Hold up. It's the real Jamaican hot sauce from Wings Up. Enjoy it. Second half action coming to you in 7 minutes. Right.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered platform designed to provide maximum exposure and growth opportunities for Canadian basketball at all levels, starting with grade 5 students all the way to the NBA. The foundation of the blueprint begins with our strategic partners, the Playground Global, who provide world-class basketball facility access for Canadian basketball programming nationwide. The NPH Showcase League is an introduction to our ecosystem, an exposure platform for club programs all across Canada to experience a competitive, developmental, and positive environment. All year round, this league reaches the players, coaches, parents, and the Canadian basketball community at large. This provides a great opportunity for sponsors to tap into a rapidly growing market and demographic within the high volume of foot traffic. The NPH Showcase Camp is our identification platform, focusing on finding the hidden basketball talent Canada has to offer and guiding them to that next level. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH National Rankings, where player profiles are created, acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from NBA experienced skill trainers. The Game Speaks Combine acts as the elite, invitational-only camp that provides every player an opportunity to measure their talent up against the best prospects in Canada. A 2-day event of skill testing, pro-level drills, and NBA-style combine, with the ultimate goal of securing scholarships. Top performers raised their stock and are now elevated on a national scale to strengthen their recruitment opportunities. The Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. Since 2015, the CNIT brings over 100 top-tier club programs from around the world to compete for the national crown. The CNIT is Canada's only NCAA-certified tournament that takes place during a live period where NCAA coaches are eligible to recruit prospects in person. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top basketball prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the Canadian basketball ecosystem and the elite-level NPH League, the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is at the top of our internal programming and quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Involving strategic prep programs nationwide, the NPA prides itself on delivering a national platform to showcase the different playing styles, characteristics, and unique talent each province has to offer. All North Pole Hoops sanctioned events include exposure services that help propel and aid players on their recruitment mission. From individual player mixtapes that showcase the unique characteristics of that athlete, to our mentorship program, which helps families navigate within the basketball landscape and connect players to prep and post-secondary coaches. Using the intel gathered after identifying the top prospects within our ecosystem, NPH provides a bridge in the form of a scouting service for post-secondary programs looking to recruit. Since 2011, North America's top universities rely on NPH's highly experienced national and regional scouts for intel on prospects on and off the court. Outside of America, Canada is the #1 producer of talent in the world, with over 20 Canadians in the NBA. NPH CEO Tarek Sabate is exploring the global market and building relationships to offer the NPH scouting service to professional basketball teams and leagues worldwide. Finally, utilizing the NPH exposure arm, comprised of digital marketing and live broadcasting, NPH acts as its own media and marketing partner for all of our entities below. With over 75,000 subscribers between Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, NPH is able to reach and influence over 15 million accounts on an annual basis, conveying the message of Canadian basketball and providing a direct platform for our strategic partners to excel in this industry. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the Blueprint. The North Pole Hoops Blueprint
Kanske var det meningen att jag skulle fastna här ikväll. Måste ut, måste bort, ta mig härifrån. När du såg mig under ljuset du startade en eld i mig och visade en väg ut. Lämnar över all kontroll, jag gillar hur du rör mig nu. Flyter vi något som jag drömde om och sagt förut. Vill inte höra maybe, baby, det är dags att ta beslut. Yes, we like it, så tacksam att du fann mig. Mitt hjärta håller space för dig. Jag behöver inget annat så länge vi tillsammans. Mitt hjärta håller för dig. Far away, bara du och jag. Ett bra tag innan vi kommer tillbaks. Vi är far, far away, bara du och jag. Tar nog ett bra tag innan vi kommer tillbaks. Och jag vill inte landa, bara viba med varandra. Och låt mig inte vänta igen. Jag skiter i de andra, vill inte ha någon annan. Och låt mig inte vänta igen. Du startade eld i mig och visade en väg ut. Lämnar över all kontroll, jag gillar hur du rör mig nu. Baby, vilken tur att du såg mig under ljuset du. Yes, we like it, så tacksam att du fann mig. Mitt hjärta håller space för dig. Jag behöver inget annat så länge vi tillsammans. Mitt hjärta håller för dig. Min baby, sweet like it, så tacksam att du fann mig. Mitt hjärta håller space för dig. Jag behöver inget annat.
Welcome back, folks. Second half of action here between Royal Crown and Polaris Prep. 42-41 for Royal Crown. It's been back and forth pretty much the entire game. Going to, you know, essentially the start of the game where Polaris got out in front, then Royal
Great
Crown
back
got
door
back in
there
front.
just to start the second half. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, you
Great
good.
backdoor cut to get the scoring opening in the third quarter. But back to what you were saying, yeah, so back and forth first half, you know, Polaris Prep kind of struck first.
And a backdoor cut again.
It's like they're mirroring each other, you know? Good on the attack. Wasn't able to finish.
Hazley tries to get it, but that's out of bounds. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Royal Crown does strategically in this game. I was kind of peeping over at their bench at halftime. They were looking through some analytics, looking through some numbers, seeing what was working, what wasn't. So I wonder how much that actually dictates their game plan.
And you know,
forward.
with the direction the game is going in, you know, analytics, coaches, it's a great relationship. Coaches love the analytics. They play the numbers a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, there's very few times where the numbers fail you.
Yeah. What's that saying? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Numbers don't.
And referees don't as well. That's a offensive foul. Little hook.
Little hook. I mean, the referees didn't lie on that one, but
Yep.
sometimes they do miss a call or two.
Sean Blake versus Anderson Cummins, the point guard battle that everybody should be watching out for. Llama, Cameron Brennan, he hit one earlier in the first half.
Deshae right on cue, offensive rebound. I
Really
tweeted
great
about this kid
physicality.
at halftime, you know, high-level elite athleticism, can guard multiple positions, Once he figures out how to shoot that 3-ball consistently,
big time.
This is looking like to be a scary, scary prospect. Sean Blake loves that spin. It's going the other way, just loses control on that play.
So a couple of turnovers here for Royal Crown. Let's see if Polaris can capitalize and take the lead here on this possession.
And you know what I love about both of these teams is turnovers happen, missed shots happen, neither team gets rattled. Both teams are poised, both teams are focused, well coached.
Yep.
Man, this is...
They have an identity, right? Both of these teams know what they can go to. Lama, kick out, Pangonis, Cummins. And Deshae Wright, that 3-point shot, no good. Here's Blake, trying to attack on the go. Hazley gets inside, no good. And Lama, transition opportunity. And he's talking.
Big time.
He gets up for that one. That was Tyson Lama.
Big play by Tyson Lama. That definitely energizes his crew.
And what a way for Polaris to take the lead, and now they can add to it. 45-44. That's some sneaky hops from Tyson Lama. I didn't expect that. I'm not going to lie to you.
And you know, it looked like Sean Blake was kind of gearing up to maybe time that, pin it, go for a little chase down block action.
Lama in the post, no good. He's battling with Declan Cutler, and Lama talks a lot. He is really getting into
chirping.
Declan Cutler. He just dunked the ball. He was talking towards the bench, and
I like it a lot. Got a little dog mentality. Maybe won't make my first team all dog, but hey, a nominee for second team.
Can he at least get some consideration?
Consideration,
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give him some consideration. Maybe an honorable mention for the first team.
I like it. We need to sit down one day and get your all-dog team.
We're definitely going to get, you know, a first team and a second team all-dog team. Got to get a graphic on that.
Looks like Blake is going to go to the free throw line. Some of the parents want to charge. Don't necessarily see that. So Lama gets the first free throw to go, ties it up. And now Royal Crown back with the lead. There has been probably around 15 lead changes in this game so far.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Lama takes the three now, and
Who did I talk about?
Answers.
I talked about one of my X factors.
He was the X factor.
He's got to produce and produce more than he normally would offensively for this team.
Pretty big start to this second half for Tyson Lama, who
near turnover
gets the dunk. Hazley to good, cuts through. Hazley, tough shot for good. Deshae Wright, the rebounded. Pangonis, little step through. The finish with the left. Dominic Pangonis now adding to the total, and so a 4-point lead for Polaris. Blake with the finish.
Quick.
Answers right back. Sean Blake, elite guard. Cummins, elite himself, and Blake steals it, but it's gonna be a foul call.
This is going to be a great matchup down the stretch. You're going to see Anderson Cummings, Sean Blake spend a lot of time guarding each other.
Yep. 50-48 here. Pangonis lets it fly. That would have been a nice one.
He was seeking that one. You can see coming off that screen, he really wanted to shoot that.
Sean Blake, one-on-one against Pank, and wow. And so a foul there. Sean Blake headed to the free throw line again. It's just tough to stop a guard that is that shifty, is able to create his own shot, get downhill, can shoot the ball well. Cummins has it's a tough matchup.
It's tough, definitely a tough matchup for him, but for anybody across the country, you know, matching up against a guard like Sean Blake. These last 2 possessions, you know, Polaris got that 4-point lead in these last 2 possessions. Sean Blake put his head down and said, I got to help my team. I got to get a bucket. And both times, he gets the quick layup over to Shea Wright, and then an opportunity for 2 free throws to the line, and right back. And we're right back to where we were.
All tied up. Yep. 50-50. 5:10 left. A lot of contact on that one. Pangonis lets it fly. Dominic Pangonis gets that 3 to go. Royal Crown wants a delay of game. Refs just talking it through on the delay of game action. So Pangonis' 3 makes this a 3-point game with 5 minutes left. Peter Bendel, little Spain pick and roll, finds good, that's no good. And Cummins gets it. Inside, and Deshae Wright point blank misses the limit. So Dominic Pangonis with 12 points in this one, a couple of threes, 4 assists, doing his damage. Anderson Cummins with 10 points to follow for Polaris. On the other side, a really spread out game from Royal Crown, who has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys with over 7 points.
Great balanced attack.
Tyndale, the tough floater. Going left, finishing right. Here's Pangonis up top for Brennan, and that's going to be a foul on Cairo Perry. 53-52. Almost took out one of our cameramen. You know, these cameramen, they put their bodies on the line for these actions. Free throws coming for Cameron Brennan. So Polaris has, it's hard to say that they've taken control because it's still potentially a 3-point game after this Brennan free throw. But at the same time, they have found something here offensively that is working. Here's Sean Blake. A handful on the offensive end himself. Back to the free throw line. And actually, that's going to be a travel call on Sean Blake. And Blake subs out. Hazley coming back in. Trying to give Blake a breather. A little bit of a press here from Royal Crown. Pangonis to right. Little pin down for Cameron Brennan. Sigma. And that's going to be out on thing. Royal Crown ball. And Peter Bendel. I think they want to run that same Spain pick and roll. Actually, I messed up the hand signals. Apologies, folks. Little floppy action for Bendel. Chang. Pump. maybe too many steps, but gets
Great
away
move.
with it.
Great move.
Lefty finish for Danny Chang. He might have got away with the travel, but hey, not my job.
Not my job, not the official, not here to call it.
Brennan. Pangonis, they run the floppy action. Pangonis settles into the jumper, no good. Here's Tyndale. Getting inside, Tyndale,
Great
nice dump
penetration.
off. And Bendel.
And one finish.
Counted in the foul for Peter Bendel. And now Royal Crown back with the lead. 2:54 left. Bendel going to the line.
And they get that and one there. The hard push by Javion Tyndall in transition, you know, drawing the defenders, and then just well-timed, well-placed pass.
Making good things happen, right? Bendel with a chance to add to this lead now for Royal Crown. That's good. 57-55. It has been like this literally all game, folks. 2:51 left in this one. Cummins gets inside, tries to finish. That is a foul call on Danny Chang. Cummins going to the line to potentially tie this up again.
Anderson Cummings in this game, 10 points, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. So let's see if he can hit 2 more.
Yep.
Adds his point total, 3 assists.
You talk about depth, and both teams just have an immense amount of depth. They can go to different lineups. You see them have this new lineup out. You and Steele, your guy Malachi. It's all tied up. You have a feeling this one's just coming down to the wire.
It's coming down to the wire.
There's been no separation at all.
Neither team has been able to really grow a big lead. You know, I think the biggest lead of this game might have been, what, 4 in the second half?
Yeah. Hazley, no good. Steele. Cummins. Cummins, the handoff to Steele. Little weaving action. Sigma, nice move in the pull-up. That's no good. Cairo Perry, the rebound. Tyndale pushing, looking. Cross-court pass. Bendel. That's no good. Two minutes left in the third quarter. Dribble handoff. Ewan Steele. Gets inside. Cummins. Pump. Drive. Wraparound pass! And what a play by Anderson Cummins. And the finish by Malachi Scott. That gives Polaris the lead. Here's Hazley goes inside.
Great take. Earned his way to the line on that drive, you know, just acrobatic. Able to contort his body, find a way to get that shot off. And on the other side there, Anderson Cummings, that play was
Beautiful.
very, very impressive.
Really great.
Probing, snaking down the lane, and then found Jemiah Scott on the dunk. High IQ basketball here tonight in the semifinal matchup.
Hazley going to the line. Gets him to go. So a 1-point game here. Polaris up after that beautiful pass from Anderson Cummins. Cummins and Scott, the pick and roll again. Cummins this time takes it himself and makes it. Anderson Cummins starting to take over in this one. It is now a 4-point lead for Polaris. 1:15 left.
Scoring guard, and he's getting his swagger on. He's getting his swagger back right now.
And Hazley keeps things calm for Royal Crown. Going to the line once again. But look, Anderson Cummins has just been awesome in this game so far. Up to 14 points, excuse me, now 15 points, 4 assists, doing what he can as a point guard of this Polaris team. Clearly a leader, too, as we see him in the huddle, communicating with his team, talking things over. Hazley now to the line to chip away at this very, very small Polaris lead. It's funny because in this game, 4 points feels so big.
It feels big. It feels like 8 points.
Right. No good on that. Chang with the
Able
rebound.
to track it down.
Danny Chang on the inside, and this time he'll go to the free throw line for 2. So free throws keeping Royal Crown in this game. A total of 19 for Royal Crown, just 10 for Polaris. Minute left in the third quarter, 62-59. Chang misses the first of 2. Cyrus Hassan back into the game for Polaris. Hassan being guarded tightly by Tyndale. Here's Sigma to Malachi Scott. Cummins thinks. He likes this matchup. Scott looking for him. Scott fumbles it, tries to save it. Tyndale the steal. Tyndale pushing now, using that quickness, going all the way, but it's blocked by Ewan Steele. Sigma to Cummins. The 3 ball, no good. Scott tries to get it, and that's going to be out of bounds. Polaris ball, 62-60, 24 seconds left on the clock, 14 on the shot clock. Couple of substitutions, Declan Cutler back into the game, Justice Hazley also back into the game, Sean Blake as well for Royal Crown. Here's Scott. Sigma, the 3, no good. Cutler, the rebound. Hazley has it. They have 14 on the clock. Let's see if they can tie this game up.
Either looking to take the lead or tie it up going into the fourth quarter.
Hazley, Perry, can he get another buzzer? No. And Cyrus Hassan almost made that one. Folks, Polaris with a 2-point lead in this one after 3 quarters. One more quarter of action to determine who heads to the final. It should be a good one. We'll be back for more NPA action.
Kanske var det meningen att jag skulle fastna här ikväll. Måste ut, måste bort, ta mig härifrån. När du såg mig under ljuset du startade en eld i mig och visade en väg ut. Lämnar över all kontroll, jag gillar hur du rör mig nu. Flyter vi något som jag drömde om och sagt förut. Vill inte höra maybe, baby, det är dags att ta beslut. Yes, we like it, är så tacksam att du fann mig. Mitt hjärta håller space för dig. Jag behöver inget annat så länge vi tillsammans. Mitt hjärta
We're back, folks. Fourth quarter action here between Polaris Prep and Royal Crown. The winner of this quarter ends up going to the final. It's as simple as that. You win this, you go to the final. Polaris has the advantage, a 2.1. It's slim, but Anderson Cummins really solidified himself in that third quarter. He gets blocked there. Blake going all the way. Hazley on the inside, trying to find Declan Cutler. He can't. Now Polaris in transition. Sigma the lob. Malachi Scott almost had it, then he does. Back to a 4-point game for Polaris. Let's see if Royal Crown has an answer. Here's Sean Blake, Hazley. Back to Blake. Trying to attack Cyrus Hassan. Blake, very aggressive. That's gonna be a travel call on Sean Blake.
I'm not quite sure where the travel is on that one.
It's either gotta be a block or a charge.
Yep.
I don't see that as a travel necessarily. So Polaris could potentially get their biggest lead of the game. Yes, you heard that right. It is a 4-point game, but 5 has been the most any team has led by. Sigma going inside, doesn't finish. Good the rebound. Tyndale finds Hazley. Inside is Declan Cutler. Can he get it going? Cutler inside, lots of contact, the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2. Actually, is it going to be to the line for 2? It will be to the line for 2. Folks, I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the parents here are heated. They are. They are very, very parents is what I would say.
You know?
Yeah, very caring about their
Just want the game to be officiated the right way. They want their, their kids to showcase
maybe not the right way, but
Right,
the way
exactly.
they want it to be
very true.
officiated. Here's Hassan. 64-61. 8:30 left in this one. Thank you so much for tuning in to NPA basketball. Great game here. Sigma, no good. Sean Blake. Blake the floater, and he gets it to go. Back to a 1-point game.
Could finish above the rim, in front of the rim, with a floater.
Sigma. Malachi Scott. Hassan. Hassan, the pull-up jumper, no good. And now Tyndale. Justice Hazley to Blake. Dribble handoff into the pick and roll. Blake tries to get inside, no good. Tons of contact, no call. Cummins now. That's going to be out of bounds, and it will be still Polaris ball. Cummins to Hassan. Sigma at the top. Cameron Brennan looking for Deshae Wright.
Deshae Wright's got a mismatch. He's got to look to attack it.
Oh, Hazley almost stole that one. He lost it. Sigma the pull-up, and he makes them pay. So Jalen Sigma has had that X-Factor type of role, as has Tyson Lama. A couple of X-Factors here for Polaris.
And throughout this season, Tyson Lama and Sigma, guys that kind of just always came through timely moments, big shots, big threes, big games. They've been the X-Factor for this team all season.
(66-63), 6:55 left in the fourth quarter. The winner of this will go on to face Fort Erie Red in the final. That final will be tomorrow. Brennan, the handoff. Hassan the three, no good. Rebound by Hazley. Peter Bendel back in the game. They're looking for Blake. Can't find it. Blake, he likes that matchup against Hassan. Finds Austin Good. The corner three, and that's good. It is all tied up again, folks.
And for a minute there, it felt like they were pressing a little bit. You know, the lead was extending 3-4. And from the moment the ball left Good's hands, it looked good.
Pangonis, I see what you did there. Pangonis to Hassan. He takes the three this time. No good.
Not shy, getting his shot attempts up.
Declan Cutler loses that one. It's going to be Polaris ball. They've got 14 on the clock, all tied up at 66, 6 minutes left. That's a lot of numerology right there, I'll tell you that. But. Curls off, it is Sigma. Brennan is not shy to take his shot. To Shea Wright, they're looking for the curl. Shea takes it himself instead, fights through contact, and that's gonna be a foul call to Shea Wright going to the free throw line.
And you know, down the stretch here with Royal Crown kind of cross-matching, Goods checking. I believe he was checking Anderson Cummings. I think he's on the bench now, but Royal Crown's cross-matching a little bit. There's going to be some opportunities for Polaris Prep to kind of target some smaller guys on bigger players.
Cummins coming back into the game, by the way. Sorry to interrupt, but Cummins coming back into the game.
Yep, for sure. So we might, you know, we might see some cross-matching, and Shea Wright misses the first, but there's going to be opportunities, like I was saying, for Polaris Prep to kind of maybe pick on a certain matchup on the floor right now.
So the starters back in for both teams. I suspect it to stay that way. Lama gets blocked by Good, but it's out of bounds again, so another opportunity for Polaris. Flat two probably means that they're trying to get the two guard. Yep. There you go. That's going to be out of bounds. And so both teams want to talk it over here. All tied up, 5 minutes to go. You win, you get to the final, folks. We'll be back for more NPA action right after this.
Jumping. It's got to be physical, and then you got to go get it. It's got to be everything. Every possession, everything. Hey, all guys come on. That's out.
We are back, folks. All tied up. It's what you want from a great basketball game. It's going to go down to the wire. I really don't see any of these teams creating any sort of separation in the next 5:39. It's going to be a good finish, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to NPA basketball. Whether you're watching as a parent, a fan, or a scout, we appreciate you. Good. The corner three. No good. Now Polaris pushing. Shea Wright in transition. Cummins. They almost get the pass to Pangonis. Inside, Cummins, no good. Cutler the rebound. Bendel. Declan Cutler. They're looking for Sean Blake. They find him. Cutler in the inside. Looking to find something in the post. Finds the back cut. Bendel, and wow, what a finish for Peter Bendel. 68-66. That's going to be Polaris ball. Good deflection by Austin Good. So Polaris running a couple of different out of timeout plays. Cummins, the dump off to Brennan, and he just fumbles it.
And Brennan's so tall, you got to either throw it up at the rim or he's got to get it high so he doesn't have to bring it down.
Yeah. You know, actually in Purdue, Boilermakers, you know, Zach Edey, they have the exact same problem. Some of the guards, they just don't know how to dump it off to a guy who's 7'4".
Absolutely. And that's why Boilermakers last few years have, you know, had some premature exits in the tournament.
Yep. Bendel the three, and he gets it to go. And so
personal 5-0 run for him.
It is a 5-point game. That is the biggest lead that Royal Crown has had in this one. Let's see if they can add to it. The defensive intensity picking up here for Royal Crown. Sean Blake, no call there. Cummins tries to get inside, finds Lama. Lama the three, no good. Hazley the rebound. And so a stop here. Royal Crown can potentially get their biggest lead of the game. Here's Austin Good. Good to Blake. Gets inside. Good defense by Cummins. 4-on-5 situation now. Deshae Wright going all the way. They're not calling it continuation. It'll be on the floor. 66-71, excuse me. And Polaris wants to talk things over. They don't want to risk Royal Crown getting out to a bigger lead. We will be back for more NPA action, and a good one.
Yep.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You see Polaris drawing up a play here. A very important possession for Polaris right now. They are down 5 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. They want to get a good shot, and so out of timeout, drawing up a play. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Absolutely, and in this situation here, you know, Royal Crown has a 5-point lead up, 71-66. For Polaris, they want to for sure good look. They want something maybe going towards the rim, maybe for them.
Watch for a shot for Cummins, and instead they get the back door for
and right on cue. You know, I was going to say, looking maybe to get Dom Pegnatis, who was a little bit quiet here in this fourth quarter so far, a good look. And they ran that play earlier in the first half, same type of action. Couldn't quite get it to go, but on this one, Dom was able to lay it in, cut that lead now just to 3.
Cutler, dribble handoff inside. Cutler gets blocked by Cameron
Great
Brennan.
action.
Good idea there, but great defense by the 7-footer Cameron Brennan. 3-point game, Polaris. Cummins settles into the jump shot. A little too strong on that one. And so a little bit of clock management here from Royal Crown. Spain pick and roll almost loses it as Bendel. Bendel fighting through traffic, and nice dump off.
Great dump off
to Declan Cutler.
Nearly a turnover on that possession. Pass looked like it was gonna hit the white wall.
Yep. Shea Wright. Cummins, pick and roll. Kick out.
Lama.
Brennan. That's going to be a foul on the floor. Still a 5-point game for Royal Crown. 2 minutes left, folks. It is down to the wire. You win, you play in the final.
And this is crunch time.
Yeah.
This is crunch time. This is where your big stars, your big names,
they got to show up.
They got to show why they got those stars around their name.
Lama, the step back three, rims
no
out.
Good.
Here's Sean Blake. Blake attacking, getting inside, lots of contact, no foul. Pangonis pushing, finding Cummins, gets inside, tried to swing the pass. That's a turnover. He's fighting for it. It's going to be jump ball. It's going to be jump ball. Possession arrow is facing for Royal Crown, which means a chance to add to their lead. (68-73), a minute 33 left, so that's only a few possessions here. A few big possessions for Polaris coming up. An eerie silence in the crowd, a bit of nervousness from a lot of, yeah, you know, from this Polaris faction. All right, so a very important defensive possession here for Polaris. They need a stop.
Potentially an opportunity for Royal Crown here to kind of ice this game.
Absolutely. Bendel draws two. Good. Backdoor cut to Blake. Blake, and he finishes. Sean Blake adds to the lead. It's a 7-point game now. Polaris, their season on the line. Deshae Wright, and that's going to be an offensive foul. A couple of mistakes here from Polaris, and you're seeing Royal Crown pull away.
And they were able to capitalize. Great read by Declan up top. Got that backdoor delivery to Sean Blake, and he just used his high-level athleticism to finish on that play.
All right, so 7-point game, a minute left. Anything can happen here, folks. Do not be surprised. Blake inside, kick out. They're going to use this clock.
Under a minute to go in this one.
Bendel gets inside. Fader, no good. Cutler tries to get it. He gets his offensive rebound.
And
that's
Hazley
big.
could just about.
And that should do it, folks. It looks like Royal Crown is on its way to the final. But again, like I said, anything can happen.
It's March.
It's March. 36 seconds left, 68-75. You get a stop here, maybe go out, hit a three on the other side. And yeah, they got one more until bonus. One more until bonus here. 68-75. Royal Crown. They can feel it at this point, and that's a foul. And so Sean Blake headed to the free throw line here for Royal Crown. Looking to make this potentially a 9-point game, and with 32 seconds left, that's gonna be about it if that happens. Shea Wright, Cummins,
Sigma. Three's too strong.
No good.
Bendel.
And so, folks, you can feel it. The silence here from the Polaris crowd. And even Royal Crown themselves just talking it over at the bench just to make sure that they can secure this one. Bendel at the line. First one is no good. "25 seconds left until Royal Crown punches their ticket to the national title game. Going to be a timeout here for Polaris. They want to talk it over. And we'll be back for the final seconds of this semifinal battle. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 25 seconds left until Royal Crown can punch their ticket. Now, for what it's worth, there is still time on the clock for something miraculous, something we've never seen before.
Absolutely.
An incredible comeback, but you'll need something quick here. Pangonis lets it fly. No good, and that should be about it, ladies and gentlemen. Royal Crown is headed to the final, where they will face Fort Erie Red. And on the other side, Polaris, frustration. They fought. They had a good game, great battle. Both teams played their butts off. They worked really hard.
Absolutely.
But at the end, like I said, the margins, right? Just the small things really worked out in favor of Royal Crown. And so Royal Crown wins that one. They're heading to the final. Polaris will have to reconvene, folks. Tomorrow, though, we have the battle between Fort Erie Red and Royal Crown. Two teams that have worked really hard. The 1 seed versus the 3 seed here. And it's going to be an awesome game, man. I'm really excited for it.
Entertaining matchup, man.
Absolutely.
A lot of intriguing storylines going into this matchup, how these guys are going to guard, the adjustments they're going to have to make. So let's see what happens tomorrow in that final.
Should be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to NPA basketball here. As you see Royal Crown celebrate and enjoy this for the moment, temporarily. They know the job's not done, though. From DJ, from myself, Esper Heaney, we appreciate you guys tuning in to the NPA. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for more action. Thank you very much.
Where's the sticker, man? That's all I care about. Nah, see that for tomorrow, fam. You just don't deserve that shit. You don't deserve it. You understand? Where's the sticker? I want the sticker. Put it in the I want the sticker. Is it on here? It's not here. That's gonna hop on the thing. It's gonna be silent. That sticker, you gotta take it and put it to the next part. Oh, wait. Stickers on. Yeah.